Hey everybody, welcome back to Keith Eats. Today I am going to be starting a new series called Keith Cooks. So today is the first ever episode of Keith Cooks. And what we have on the recipe today is delicious stewed chicken from Cameroon in West Central Africa. A lot of African countries make the same dish, but this is my mom's recipe and we're from Cameroon, so it might be slightly different, but we're all based on the same ingredients. I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of Keith Cooks, and comment down below what you guys want me to make next on the Keith Cooks series. Thank you guys so much for watching and stay tuned for the recipe. I love you guys. Mwah. Let's jump straight into the recipe, guys. Here I have my chicken all washed and clean. I have my frozen spice mix. Guys, I know you guys are all waiting to find out what's in there. We haven't ran out yet, but when we run out, we always restock on it. So once we restock on it, I'll show you guys the whole process of making that. But that includes garlic, ginger, and some herbs. And here are the rest of my spices. They're pretty straightforward, so I'm not gonna go ahead and list them. Everything is going to be in the description below, the quantity, sizes, and everything. We really don't measure when we cook. We just kind of eyeball everything. But there I have my tomatoes, my onions, and then I have my canned tomato paste. So I know a lot of American recipes, they use like store-bought broth. In a lot of our African recipes, we do not use store-bought broth. We actually create our own chicken broth and beef broth. I'm sorry, you guys might hear some sirens in the side. On the side, but I don't know where police are out here somewhere. I have no idea, but you know how loud their sirens can be. Anyways, jumping back into the recipe, let's not get distracted. You want to go ahead and add all that stuff into your broth. So I'm just going ahead and adding all my ingredients into my broth. So you guys just stay tuned for what's coming up next. Alright guys, once you add all your ingredients, you want to go ahead and stir, mix them all in before you cover your lid and let it boil. I did not show that part on camera, but that's what I did. And then here you can see my mom helping me out like the beautiful woman she is. She's just helping me chopping up the tomato. She actually helped me throughout the entire making of the recipe of this video, which was very helpful because you guys know it's extremely difficult to film and cook at the same time. So I'm so grateful for her. Here you can just see her chopping up the tomatoes to get it ready for the blender. Like I said, you guys ignore the sirens. I don't know who called the police or what is going on out there, but ignore that if you hear that in the background. And then here I'm just checking up on my chicken broth and chicken meat. You just want to boil until everything is all mixed in and your chicken is nice and tender. And then after I checked up on that, I went ahead and blended my tomatoes. So I'm solely just blending my tomatoes. I know a lot of Nigerian recipes blend the tomatoes with like bell peppers, but here I'm just blending solely tomatoes. And here she's soaking up, this is a secret ingredient. That was Njangsa. I'm not sure what the American name is, but I will find out and put it in the comments below, in the description below. Once we soak that, we want to go ahead and fry our chicken that we boiled. So you want to take it out of your broth, out of your chicken broth, and fry it. So here you can see my beautiful mother once again helping me out. Y'all, the chicken was splashing so much I had to back up. But here's our golden crispy chicken. It was absolutely crispy, juicy in the inside, just absolutely delicious. Alright guys, let's get started on our tomato soup. So you want to add your oil to a big pot. We actually got this pot from Cameroon, so you cannot find this pot here in America. So we went ahead and added some vegetable oil, some onions, brought that up to a scissor. I'm sorry, did I just say scissor? Sizzle. Sorry guys, but you want to bring that up to a sizzle. Let that sizzle up for a couple minutes until the tomato puree is cooked down, you want to make sure you cook that down. And after the tomato puree is cooked down, you want to go ahead and add your tomato paste. Guys, I don't add a lot of seasoning in this right now because my chicken broth has a lot of flavor in it. It has a lot of salt and spices. So that's going to season up all this when we're done. So just stay tuned and see what happens. Here, once again, my mom is helping me out. Put the tomato paste in the pot. She's so amazing, you guys. Couldn't have done this without her. And then we went ahead and added more of my green spice mix in the cooking of the actual stew. So we want to fry that up with the tomato paste and your fresh tomatoes and everything. Just get that all in there mixed in. Once you fry that down, guys, as you can see, it's a little bit fried down. You want to go ahead and add the soaked up Njangsa we were soaking. I'll go ahead and find the American name for it and put it down below once again. Sorry about not knowing what it's called in plain English, but we got this from, you can get it at your local African market, but we got ours from Cameroon. So you want to go ahead and add that in there and stir gently. And when you're cooking tomato sauce, you don't want to over stir because it's going to lead to a sour sauce. So you want to stir occasionally, but not too much. Guys, you guys see that bubble? You guys see that deliciousness in there? And then here is optional. My mom and I just add a little bit of the chicken in there. Not all of the chicken, just a little bit to kind of get that chicken flavor in the stew as well. Even though we're gonna add the chicken broth just to get the fresh fried chicken flavor in there as well. You just want to mix that all in there, and that's what I'm doing. I'm mixing while my mom is adding up the chicken. And then lastly, we added up our broth, the main star of the show. So you want to add your broth and, you know, gently stir. And then once you gently stir, you're gonna go ahead and cover this and let it boil for about 20 to 25 minutes until everything is cooked down and you taste everything and everything is to your flavor and liking. Guys, I just want you guys to get into this stew. Like, I don't know what else to say. It was absolutely amazing. Oh, before I forget, guys, you see, I almost forgot. And I forgot while filming too. I added my Cameroonian pepper, like always. I added that in there. Throw a whole bunch in there because you're not even gonna feel it. It's a lot of soup, so it's not gonna be too spicy. And kids can still eat it. So add that in there, let that boil. And here, guys, this is it. This is our final tomato stew product. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I hope you guys make the recipe. Look how tender and thick this stew is. Absolutely delicious. Take care, guys. Never forget to say, keep it. Bye.